Changing states of water. Water exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. I put water here because most of the water that evaporates come from the sea, and um, water vapor is invisible.
Activity 1. This activity is very easy because you always observe it at home. What happens when water loses heat? Our aim is to find out what happens when water loses heat. Materials: refrigerator, disposable cups, water, thermometer, and marker.
Progress. Number 1, leave it to monitor in each compartment for 2 minutes. Number 2, check and record the temperature of each compartment. Number 3, fill a disposable plastic cup with water. Use a marker to mark the water level. Number 4, leave the cup of water in the correct compartment in the refrigerator for a day.
Compartment A, 0 degrees. Compartment A, B, C, D, 11 degrees.
Our observation. One liquid one water.
Observation. This is before freezing and this is after freezing. Water changes from its liquid state to solid state by freezing. Conclusion: when water loses heat, its temperature drops. It freezes. As water freezes, it expands, so ice has more volume. It takes up more space but has less density than water.
Activity 2.2. What happens when water vapor loses heat? A. To find out what happens when water vapor loses heat. Material: glass of cold orange splash, glass of cold orange splash, and a slipper. Process. First, put a piece of cling wrap over the mouth of the cup of the warm orange squash. Second, leave the 2 glasses of orange squash on the table for a few minutes. Third, observe the 2 glasses of orange squash. Here is a real example. What do you observe?
You can ask for some parents.
Anyone that wants to see it? What do you observe on the outside? Water. So where does it come from?
From the air. Just condensate from the air.
Yes, it's from water vapor that is around us, which touches the cooler surface of the glass and turns into water vapor. And this is an example of the warm orange splash. Can I get a volunteer to observe what is in the under of the cling wrap? What do you observe?
Droplets of water.
So where does it come from? This.
ASMR.
That's correct. So it came from the orange splash when it evaporates and touches the whole surface of the cling wrap. And and that is called condensation from, from gas to liquid. Conclusion. What water vapor condenses when it is full and loses heat. You always will observe this every day. Like when someone's cooking on the lid, there will be droplets of water. That means when water gains heat, it turns into water vapor and touches the lid, it turns into water droplets.
And when you take a warm bath, you will always observe this on the glass. So when the water that you take evaporates and touches the cold surface of the glass, it condenses from gas to liquid.
In the morning, when the temperature drops, the water vapor will touches the cooler fans and turn into water droplets.
When you order cold drinks from the restaurant, you will observe water droplets on the outer surface of the can or the cup.
Activity 2.3. What happens when water gains heat? Aim to find out what happens when water gains heat. Material. Heat or stand, thermometer, flash, tripod, oil lamp, metal spoon with a plastic handle, and water.
Process. Step 1. Set up the apparatus. Step 2. Observe and record the temperature indicated by the thermometer. Step 3. Heat the water. Observe and measure the temperature of the boiling water. As you can see, we are measuring the temperature of the water, and it is 25 degrees Celsius, which is room temperature. We also dyed the water red so you can see it clearly.
Ms. Gigi help us to set the apparatus. When water gains heat, bubbles form and the temperature goes up. As you can see, we mark the level of water, but when water gains heat, it decreases and the water evaporates. This is the marked level of the boiling temperature. The temperature is 100 degrees, which is the boiling point of water.
Part B. Can somebody touch the metal spoon? How does it feel?
Cold.
You are right. It's cold. And we are going to test it out on this. Let's see if there's water vapor coming out of this flash. Let's put it on top. Let's wait for a few minutes. And when we do a science experiment, we gotta be patient because if we don't be patient, we have to start it over again. And we usually clean up when we're doing experiments. Okay, let's see now. Can you see what Let's try it again. means there's water vapor coming out. Because when water vapor touches the cold metal spoon, it condenses into water droplets. Conclusion. When water gains heat, it evaporates.
The water cycle. Hey, to find out how water cycle happens, the materials: oil lamp, ice, watch glass, water, beaker, tripod stand. Number 1, boil some water in a beaker. Number 2, place a watch glass containing some ice cubes on top of the beaker. Number 3, observe what happens to the ice. So as you can see, we boiled some water over here. Then the water will turn into water vapor. Then the water vapor will not escape due to the ice on the thing on top. So, does anyone want to answer why do we need the ice on top? Yes, Valen?
To make a cool surface for water droplets.
That is correct! Okay. Okay. So as you can see, when we lifted it up, you can see small and big droplets. So, as you can see, the hot water gains heat, then turns into water vapor, which is called evaporation. And then, when the water vapor touches the cool surface, then it turns into condensation. Conclusion. Water cycle happens when liquid water evaporates into water vapor due to heat, condenses to form clouds, and then precipitates back to Earth in the form of rain and snow. Sorry. Someone do somebody. Yippee.
What happens when water loses heat?
When water loses heat to its surrounding, its temperature drops.
What happens when water vapor loses heat?
Condensation happens.
What happens when water gains heat?
Evaporation happens.
Freezing. Liquid to gas, melting. Solid to gas, evaporation. Liquid to gas, condensation. Back to liquid.
Being prepared a short quiz, you have 5 questions, so if you can answer the question, you just
Take the microphone.
hold up. First question.
What do you call the process when water changes from liquid state to gas state? Precipitation, condensation, evaporation, transpiration.
Answer.
You can read.
C. Evaporation.
Okay, let's see your answers for that.
The amount of water vapor in the air is called precipitation, rainfall, low pressure, humidity.
Why don't
Anyone?
Increase.
Question 4.
What happens when water vapor loses heat?
Evaporate, condenses, melts, freezes.
Anyone? Anyone?
Evaporate. Evaporate.
Okay, last question.
In what state is steel?
Liquid, solid,
Gas.
solid and gas.